If your eating habits were a person, would you trust them to babysit your organs? You wake up tired, again. You swear today you'll eat clean, and by 11 p.m. you're in the kitchen aggressively scrolling your fridge like it's Netflix. You don't know what you want, but you'll know it when you see it, right? This video is called How to Eat Like You Hate Your Future Self, because let's be honest, you don't plan to feel bloated, exhausted, and annoyed at your body. You just accidentally practice for it all day. If food was just about willpower, you wouldn't be here. You already know what broccoli is. You're not confused. You're just outnumbered by your own habits. By day, you say things like, I really need to start eating better. By night, you're like, technically ice cream has calcium, so this is self-care. Serious moment. Your future self is a real human. They will wake up in the body you're building right now, with your I'll start Mondays, your it's just one more slice, and your I've had a hard day, I deserve 7,000 calories of comfort. Now the sarcastic part. If your goal is to absolutely wreck that future self, you are crushing it. Skip breakfast, live on caffeine, ignore water, annihilate snacks at night. Truly inspirational levels of self-sabotage. But if you're exhausted, foggy, and low-key mad at your body, and you're starting to suspect it's not bad luck, it's literally just breakfast, lunch, and dinner teaming up against you, this hour is your intervention. No fad diets, no never eat bread again, no if you really wanted it, you'd try harder shamefest. We're going to fix this the lazy, realistic way by making it harder to ruin your life with a fork. In this video, you'll learn how to stop arriving at 9 p.m. so hungry you'd eat your own hand, outsmart emotional snacking without becoming a robot, build a night routine that doesn't end in accidental binges, and run a one-week experiment where future you doesn't want to fight you in the parking lot. You don't need discipline of steel. You need systems so simple that even tired, scrolling, half-depressed you can't totally blow them up. So here's your pre-game checklist for this hour. 1. Think of your future self as a real person. Picture their face when they open your medical bills and your jeans drawer. 2. Admit your danger time. When do you do the dumbest eating? Late night, after work, weekends? 3. Promise just this. You're not going to be perfect. You're just going to stop eating like your long-term plan is crash and hope for the best. If any of this already feels uncomfortably accurate, good. That means we're not dealing with theory. We're dealing with your actual life. Now let's break down exactly how you're eating like you hate your future self, so we can start undoing it today, without becoming that person who brings celery to a birthday party. You don't just have bad eating habits, you have systems perfectly designed to create the exact results you're getting. Here's how it usually goes. You wake up already tired, grab coffee because no time for breakfast. By late morning, you're hungry and distracted. By afternoon, you're running on fumes and sugar. By night, you're starving, exhausted, and suddenly very emotionally attached to garlic bread. That's not lack of willpower, that's biology plus bad planning. You're not weak, you're just building your day like future you is an enemy combatant. Let me show you two versions of you over a typical day. Both of these people think they just had a day, but version A is constantly training their brain to reward procrastination with food, associate nighttime with chaos, and treat hunger like a surprise, not a pattern. And version B? They're not disciplined, they're just slightly less reckless. They still eat fun food, they still snack, they just don't wait until their brain is screaming, anything with sugar will do. Here's the real problem in one sentence. You're letting the hungriest, most exhausted, most emotional version of you make the biggest food decisions of the day. If your budget worked like this, ignore money all month, then let 3 a.m. you handle all financial decisions, you'd call that a disaster. With food, we call it, oops, I was just hungry. Every time you say, it's fine, I'll start Monday, what future you hears is, I'm going to keep creating problems and you can clean them up later. Sarcastic reality check. If "I'll start Monday" actually worked, you'd be a fitness influencer by now. We don't fix this with more motivation. We fix it with less decision-making in your worst moments. To wrap up the problem, here are 4 simple habits to expose your current system. 1. Name your future self. Future Alex, future Sam, whatever. Harder to ignore a person than an idea. 2. Notice your danger window. 3 to 5 p.m., 9 to 11 p.m., that's when your brain starts throwing food tantrums. 3. 1-sentence exercise. When I'm in my danger window, I usually eat blank and then I feel blank. 4. Draw your current food timeline. Morning, afternoon, evening. Write what you actually eat. Here's the main idea. Stop eating like you hate your future self. Start eating like you're managing a slightly dumb, very emotional, but important employee named Future Me. Your job isn't perfection. Your job is to make it harder to completely wreck yourself and easier to be slightly decent most days. We'll use 3 levers. Timing, when you eat, quality, what you eat most of the time, and quantity, how much you eat, especially at danger times. Most people try to fix everything at once, from no breakfast, random snacks, huge dinner, to I now eat flawlessly, drink 3 liters of water, and my blood is 90% green juice. They last about 3 days. We do this like a lazy genius, tiny upgrades where it matters most, and we leave the rest alone for now. First lever, timing. If you always arrive at 9 p.m. starving, that's not a moral failure. That's you designing your day like a Netflix show. Nothing happens, then everything explodes at the end. Future self-friendly timing looks like this. You eat something in the morning, you don't go more than 4 to 5 hours totally unfed, and your biggest emotional eating doesn't happen when you're half asleep and ravenous. You don't need 6 meals or a spreadsheet. You just need to avoid the nothing, 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 everything pattern. Second lever, quality. This is not never eat sugar again. We're aiming for most of my food supports my life, with a side of, and some of it supports my sanity. Think in ratios, not rules. If 70 to 80% of what you eat is real-ish food, things that once lived or grew, you have plenty of room for chaos. Third lever, quantity. This decides whether future you gets a nice, normal dinner or a food coma so intense they wake up wondering if they blacked out mid-episode. Quantity is easiest to fix at your danger meal, usually dinner or late night. If you only change that one thing, future you already wins. Here's your main idea starter kit. Keep it painfully simple. 1. Default breakfast rule. If you eat nothing now, add something tiny with coffee. Banana, yogurt, toast with peanut butter. If you already eat, add a bit of protein or fiber. 2. 4 to 5 hour gap rule. Try not to go more than 4 to 5 hours totally unfed. If you're about to, grab something with at least some protein or fiber. 3. Half plate dinner rule. Aim for half your dinner plate to be foods that once grew in the ground. The rest is everything else. 4. 1 mindful bite rule. Once a day, choose one thing you usually inhale and actually taste the first bite. After that, you can still ruin it, it's fine. Sarcastic note, if this feels too easy, remember your current plan is basically wing it and pray I don't black out in the pantry at 11 p.m. The win isn't perfection. The win is future you waking up slightly less mad at you. We're not chasing abs, we're chasing less regret. 5 practical habits to lock in the main idea. 1. Pick one default weekday breakfast. Same thing daily. Boring is good. Future you loves boring. 2. Set 2 gentle phone reminders. Midday and late afternoon. Have you eaten real food yet? 3. Use smaller dinner plates by default. Same food, less auto overeating. 4. Hide danger snacks in a closed container. Out of sight equals fewer "how is the whole bag gone" moments. 5. Post a future me note where you overeat. Example, hey, I know you're tired. Let's not make tomorrow worse. You're not trying to become a different person. You're just trying to be slightly less of a villain to your own future. Next, we plug this into your night routine, aka the Hunger Games, where most of your progress goes to die. Grab some water, unclench your jaw, because we're about to fix your nights. Nighttime is where your entire day's "I was kinda trying" turns into "actually, never mind." You don't ruin your progress at 10 a.m. over oatmeal, you ruin it at 10 p.m. over your fourth last snack. Serious first. By night, your brain is tired, your willpower is low, and your emotions are loud. Your body is literally wired to crave quick energy. So if you've undereaten or chaos snacked all day, night will collect the debt. Now, the roast. Then you act shocked when 11 p.m. you is like, let's eat toast, cereal, chocolate, and half a jar of peanut butter while standing in the dark. This is self-care. Here's the truth. Your night routine is either saving future you or turning them into a walking food hangover. So we're going to build a night guardrail system. Not perfection, not no food after 7 p.m., just a few rules that keep 11 p.m. you from going full goblin mode. Step 1. Decide night rules during the day. First rule, do not let night you make the rules for night you. Decide them earlier when you still have a functioning brain. Serious. Pre-deciding removes debate. Your brain loves to negotiate when it's tired. Okay, but what if, just this once, forever? Practical version. Create a night contract with 2 to 3 simple statements. For example, I'm allowed 1 planned snack or dessert. I only eat sitting down from a plate or bowl. After X time, the kitchen is closed to me unless I'm actually hungry. Step 2. The pre-craving snack. Next serious lever. If you always binge at 10 p.m., look at 7 to 8 p.m. That's your pre-craving window. If you eat nothing then, of course your body raids the kitchen later. So give future you a pre-craving snack. Something with protein and fiber so your body isn't screaming later. Think yogurt, nuts and fruit, small sandwich, hummus and crackers. Not, let me warm up with a pre-binge. If you already eat dinner late and still binge, cool, upgrade your dinner slightly, more protein, more bulk veggies, so your body doesn't treat 11 p.m. like bonus meal time. Step 3. No standing, no bag, no screen. Here's where we go full, I love future me at least a little bit. 3 night rules that sound small but are brutal in a good way. 1. No eating while standing. 2. No eating straight from the bag or box. 3. No eating while scrolling or watching. Sarcastic translation, yes, you're still allowed to have snacks. You just have to eat them like a functioning human, not a raccoon behind a 7-Eleven. Step 4. Build a night wind-down routine. Most people don't have a night routine. They have a scroll until you're numb, then binge routine. So we create a wind-down stack, 3 to 4 things you do in the same order each night that are not food-related. Possible stack. Make tea or water, quick 3-minute tidy, write tomorrow's top 3 tasks, light show, reading, stretching. The goal is not to be productive. The goal is to tell your brain we are shutting down, not loading up. Step 5. Emergency craving protocol. Even with all that, some nights you'll still get "I need something now" cravings, so we plan for that too. No drama, no shame, just a script. Here's your 3-step emergency craving protocol. 1. Pause 3 minutes. Set a timer. Tell yourself, if I still want it in 3 minutes, I can have it. 2. Drink something. Water, herbal tea, whatever. Not magic, just a pattern interrupt. 3. Choose between 2 options. Option A, a real snack on a plate. Option B, go to bed and let tomorrow you handle it. Will you still overdo it sometimes? Yes. Will it be as destructive if you add even 2 of these guardrails? Not even close. Quick recap. Future self-friendly night routine equals decide rules earlier in the day, pre-craving snack, no standing, no bag, no screen eating, wind down stack, emergency craving protocol. You don't need monk-level discipline. You just need to stop letting the most exhausted, emotional version of you run the kitchen. Nights are where you lose ground. Days are where you protect it. Let's put armor on your daytime so future you doesn't spend every evening in survival mode. Daytime you thinks they're responsible and logical. They say things like, "I'll just have coffee for breakfast, I'm not that hungry," and then wonder why 4 p.m. feels like a personal attack. Serious, your daytime choices set the stage for your night. If your blood sugar is a roller coaster, your mood, focus, and cravings will be too. Now the sarcasm. Let's keep pretending your 2 p.m. vending machine run is just a treat and not your body sending an all-caps email that says, "Feed me real food, coward." Day armor concept. We're going to build day armor, a simple way of eating so that 1. Your energy is mostly stable, 2. Your cravings are less violent, 3. Your brain can do its job without needing a sugar IV. Here's the day armor formula. For most meals, aim for protein, which keeps you full, fiber/volume, veggies, fruit, whole grains, and fun, something you actually like. We're not doing good food, bad food. We're doing mostly supportive with some chaos on purpose. Breakfast. End the nothing plus caffeine meta. If your current breakfast is coffee and vibes, you're basically telling future you, "I hope you like anxiety and random cravings." A future self-friendly breakfast is anything that 1. Has some protein or fiber, 2. Doesn't make you crash in 90 minutes, 3. You're willing to eat 4 to 5 days a week. Examples: yogurt with fruit and granola, eggs with toast, oats with nuts and fruit, protein smoothie plus banana. Lunch, raise your bare minimum. Lunch is where a lot of people go, "I was stressed, so I just grabbed whatever." Translation, I gave my future mood to the nearest drive-thru. We're not aiming for perfect lunches, we're aiming for a better bare minimum. Ask, what's the laziest lunch I can have that still has protein, fiber, and something fun? Make yourself a lunch floor, a default option that's not amazing but acceptable, like supermarket pre-made salad plus rotisserie chicken, sandwich plus fruit, leftovers plus side veggies, frozen meal plus added salad. Snacks, decoy versus damage. Snacks aren't the enemy. Unplanned snack chaos is. Serious. Have decoy snacks that are easy to grab when you're rushed or stressed, so your only option isn't the vending machine or delivery app. Sarcastic version, yes, you can still eat chips. We're just trying to stop every minor inconvenience from becoming a "guess I'll eat 600 calories about it" moment. Hydration and caffeine, stop boiling your brain. If your daily fluid intake is 10% water and 90% caffeine, your body's doing its best, but it's also like, bro, please. You don't need 3 liters right away. Try this instead. Drink 1 full glass of water in the first hour after waking, have a glass before your second coffee, keep water visible at your workspace. Tiny upgrade, big effect. Being even slightly less dehydrated makes cravings, headaches, and fake hunger a lot quieter. Environment. Make the default less dumb. If your desk drawer is a snack graveyard, guess what you'll eat when you're stressed? Hint, not air. We don't fix this with willpower. We fix it with setup. Move candy and junk out of arm's reach. Put fruit, nuts, and better snacks where you can see them. Don't work in the kitchen if you can help it. Sarcastic reminder, you're not weak for eating what's right in front of you. You're just a human with eyes and taste buds, so give those eyes better targets. By now, you've patched the obvious leaks, but there are advanced traps. The sneaky ways even smart people still eat like they hate their future self. Serious first. These traps aren't about intelligence. They're about how food is marketed, how your brain loves shortcuts, and how your emotions love loopholes. Now the roast. You're not bad with food. You're just getting outplayed by granola bars and coffee drinks. Let's fix that. Trap number 1. The health halo food. Stuff that sounds healthy, but hits your future self like dessert in a disguise. These foods aren't evil, they're just not as innocent as the packaging pretends. The problem is when you eat them like they're air. Trap number 2, the "I deserve this" reward meal. Serious. Rewarding yourself is normal. But when "I had a hard day" always equals "I must obliterate a large pizza," future you picks up the bill, literally and physically. Sarcastic version: nothing says self-care like eating to the point where you need a nap and a new pair of pants. Trap number 3, all or nothing thinking. You eat one unplanned cookie and immediately decide the entire day is ruined, so you might as well host a personal food festival. Serious truth: one snack never ruins your day. It's what you do after the snack that matters. Future you doesn't care about perfection, they care about damage control. Trap number 4, liquid calories that don't feel like food. Fancy coffees, juices, giant iced whatevers. Sarcastically, if your drink needs whipped cream, syrup, and a dessert menu, it might not be just a drink. Trap number 5, I'll burn it off later. You eat like a maniac and promise future you they'll just exercise it away. Reality check: exercise is great for health, mood, sanity, but using it to erase food decisions is how you tire out future you and still stay stuck. Advanced traps, practical rules. So how do we dodge these traps without becoming obsessive? 5 simple rules. 1. Check the reality, not the vibe. Glance at calories and sugar on healthy snacks and drinks. 2. Cap reward meals. Enjoy them, but avoid all-day cheat mode. One meal doesn't equal whole weekend. 3. No day ruined thinking. After an unplanned choice, ask, what's the next non-chaotic thing I can eat? 4. Limit liquid calories. Pick when they're worth it. Don't let them sneak in daily. 5. Exercise equals bonus, not punishment. Work out for energy and mood, not as a receipt shredder for food. You're not trying to hack the system. You're just trying to stop getting played by it. Now that you know the traps, let's turn this into something you can actually do for a week without hating your life. This isn't a diet. It's a 7-day experiment. What happens if I stop eating like I hate my future self just for 1 week? Serious goal. You're not chasing a new body in 7 days. You're testing how it feels when you give future you a break. The 7-day Future Me Checklist. For 7 days, your job is to hit as many of these daily boxes as you can. 1. Default breakfast. Something with protein or fiber. 2. Lunch floor. One lazy but decent lunch. 3. Decoy snack. Have at least one better than junk option available. 4. Hydration hit. 1 glass in the morning plus 1 before your second caffeine. 5. Night contract. Follow at least one rule. No standing, no bag, no screen. 6. 1 mindful bite. Taste the first bite of one fun food. 7. Future me rating. Before bed, rate your day 1 to 5 for how much did I hate my future self with my food. No perfect rows needed. If you go from total chaos to I hit 3 to 4 boxes most days, future you will absolutely feel that. How to use the challenge and 30-day version. 1. Print or draw the 7-day checklist grid. 2. Keep it where you see it. Fridge, wall, desk. 3. At the end of each day, quickly tick what you did. No overthinking. Want to go further? Turn it into a 30-day Future Me challenge. Same checklist, just extended. Your printable 30-day version could look like this. Rows, breakfast, lunch, decoy snack, hydration, night contract, mindful bite, future me rating, 1 to 5. Columns, day 1 through day 30. Each cell equals a tiny checkbox or space to write a number. Your job isn't to fill all 30 days perfectly. Your job is to see patterns. Which days explode? When do you forget water? When do you always attack the pantry? What to notice after 7 days? At the end of your 7-day challenge, ask, did I sleep better? Did I feel less like I needed a 3 p.m. nap? Did my night cravings calm down even a little? Did future me feel slightly less betrayed? If the answer is yes, even by 10%, that's your proof that small, non-dramatic changes work better than another perfect diet you quit in 4 days. If this called you out in uncomfortable detail and you still made it here, you're exactly the kind of person who can change this messily, slowly, but permanently. So here's what you do when this ends. 1. Screenshot or recreate the 7-day Future Me checklist. 2. Pick a start day, circle it on your calendar. 3. Tell one person, I'm doing a 7-day experiment not to hate my future self with my food. If you want more videos roasting your habits and giving you tools to fix them, hit like so the algorithm knows you're trying to stop bullying your own body. Subscribe so future you randomly gets better over the next year without you remembering why. Comment below, I've been eating like I hate my future self, but starting today, I'm blank your tiny change. Or don't. You can absolutely keep freestyling your meals and hoping for the best. Just remember, every choice is a vote for who has to wake up in your body tomorrow. You don't have to love your future self yet. Just stop acting like you're actively trying to ruin their life. Close this video, drink some water, and go do one thing that makes future you slightly less mad at you. And remember, you don't have to eat like you love your future self. Just stop eating like you hate them.